wanna do is have a little fun before I die, said the man next to me, out of nowhere. Is apropos or nothing. He says his name is William, but I'm sure he's Bill or Billy or Mac or Buddy. And he's plain ugly to me, and I wonder if he's ever had a day of fun in his whole life. We are drinking beer at noon on Tuesday in a bar that faces a giant car wash. The good people of the world are washing their cars in their lunch break, hosing and scrubbing as best they can in skirts and suits. They drive their shiny Datsuns and Buicks back to the phone company and the record store too. Well, they ain't nothing like Billy and me, 'cause all I wanna do is have some fun. And I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is have some fun. And I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is have some fun until the sun comes up over Santa Monica Boulevard. Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we are checking out All I Want to Do Is Have Some Fun by Sheryl Crow, the Tuesday Night Music Club era banging stuff. Like, this was a huge hit. I remember playing this thousands of times, probably in bars. Yeah, relatively easy song to play. It's based around 4 chords with a little bit of embellishment stuff. There are some fancier bits you can get into as well, like the little intro part, which is like a chord embellishment of 6, and there's some really nice slide guitar stuff that you can get into if you want to do that. We won't be going into detail on that, but I will give you the kind of the bare bones of what to try it, because it's relatively simple to work out on your own, this sort of stuff, if you get yourself into open G tuning. So let's start off by chatting about the chord progressions. They're relatively simple. The chord progression for most of the song is this E, E, C, D, 1 bar on each. There's a pre-chorus, which is the little bit that goes to A, and then it briefly goes to a B flat chord for half a bar. It's a 2-bar sequence with just a little bit on the B flat there. I'll show you a nice little cheat for that, so don't worry if you don't know your bar chords. And then in the chorus it goes back to the E, E, C, D thing, but with a little variation each time she sings about the Santa Monica Boulevard part. So let's just have a little playthrough, and I'll play it nice and easy and slow for you to get your handle on where the chord's changing. So we're starting off on the E. So all I want to do is have a little fun before I die, said the C next to me, out of the D. It's E chord now or nothing. It's E chord, says his name is William, but I'm C, it's Billy or Mac or D chord. And he's E ugly to me, E, and I wonder if he's ever had a day of C in his whole D. And E a drinking beer at E again on Tuesday in a C that faces a giant D chord. And the E good people of the world are washing their cars on their lunch break, C, and best they can in skirts and suits, D. Now to A, they drive their skinny Datsuns and Buicks. There's the half bar on the B flat. We'll talk about that more in just a second too. There's the 3rd bar of that in the pre-chorus. It just stays on the E. All we wanna E is have some fun. And I got a C chord, I'm not the D chord one. All I wanna E is have some E again. I got a C chord, I'm not the D again. All I wanna E is have some E. And then the C comes up to the B7 at Boulevard. Boo-doo-doo, 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 C, da-da-da-da-D. So you can see there, most of the song is the 2 bars of E, 1 bar of C, and 1 bar of D thing. But the key ingredient with a lot of Sheryl Crow stuff is the groove. It's super relaxed. I'm not sure who's playing rhythm guitar on that, whether it's her or someone else, but it just feels really good, and it's a great one to practice playing the groove along with. And if you're struggling with like picking up the feel, a really good exercise to do is play along with the original recording, but without the chords. So just mute up all of the chords and then strum along and really try and feel like you're in the band, trying to lock into the groove. Because if you get the groove right in a song like this, it's about relaxing into it. It's funny when I'm trying to film the little thing at the beginning where I'm singing, because I have to concentrate a bit on the singing because I'm not a great singer. I'm trying to relax into it, but I keep getting kind of pulled out of it by having to think about the singing. And really, you don't want to be thinking much at all if you can help it. So really, that's the key thing there, is trying to relax into it. The pattern that I'd suggest you at least start off with is just like down, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and just get used to practicing that first of all, and then apply it into the chords. So starting on the E, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, C, down, up, D, down, down, up, E. Note that on the ups, if I slow it down, on the E there's no chord change. Here, up, there's going to be some open strings. 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I'm exaggerating it. It's not like, you don't want to like lift your fingers off like ridiculously, but it's likely that you're going to get a few open strings there, and that's totally fine. It's going to be, as long as it's feeling really good, that's going to be the main thing there. I should point out on the C chord, I've always played this as a C with a G bass. So instead of, there's a regular C, I move the third finger onto the thicker string and put little finger down underneath. I'm not exactly sure why I do that. I don't think that's necessarily what's on the record. It just seems to feel better that way, and sometimes the way things feel dictate how I play them rather than it specifically being like that on the record. So you could play C with a G bass or regular C, depending on what feels more comfortable for you and what you like the sound of. So once you start applying that then, so I would recommend getting the chord right first, being able to just do that one strum per bar thing, then work a little bit on the groove with the muted strumming, and then try and put it together. So, all I want to do is have a little fun before I die, said the man next to me, out of nowhere. Is apropos or nothing, he says his name is William, but I'm sure he's Bill or Billy or Mac or Buddy. Now, I should point out here as well that the lyrics are kind of over the top of it a little bit. It's kind of it's sung, but it's spoken, and the phrasing of it is a little bit, yeah, over it. It's not like rhythmically super accurate. It's a bit more relaxed and talky than that, which is both easier and difficult because it means you don't have to adhere to a strict rhythm of the melody, but at the same time, to make it feel relaxed and talky, the guitar part has to be automated. Now, if you can't do it, what you need to do is practice automating the guitar part. So practicing doing this and just being able to do it, and think about something else. Think about like what you want for dinner, what you've been doing that next week, or what car you want to buy, or like whatever you like. Just think about something else and be able to do this, because if you can't do those chord changes and not think about it, then you're going to really struggle to be able to do this kind of lyric where it is completely over the top. You can see, like, I'm not thinking about what's going on here at all. It's just on its own. And when you do this kind of lyric where it doesn't follow the chords with an exact rhythm, you want to get it to that level of automation. And to be honest, it's not a hard one to do that, because it is mostly that little 4-chord sequence. You'll notice at the beginning when I'm doing this, not no country club either, like I just can't do that. I can't play that kind of rhythm and then be able to talk that kind of relaxed thing over the top. I just don't have this. I can't automate that quickly enough. Maybe if I practiced it loads, but like not to do a lesson on. That's like far too much work. So don't expect too much of yourself. It might take you a little bit of practice to get that level of automation. If you got somebody else singing, it doesn't matter at all. So that's, yeah. Let's get into the pre-chorus now. So on the original recording, one of the guitar parts is going into that, and you can hear the I think it's a Wurlitzer or something, electric piano sound is also highlighting this little change. I think for most people when they're playing this, they're just going to be playing an A chord and moving it up a semitone, so it's a B flat with an A, and it's not exactly what's going on, but it works. And I played it that way in bars for years and years, and no one ever said, "Hey, you're playing the wrong chord there." So, for sure, that's something you want to do. If you want to play A like that and move it up, that's fine. For some reason, when I move this chord, I want to resort back to this fingering I used to use for an A chord, so using fingers 2, 3, and 4. But if you want to play A that way and move it up, do what's comfortable for you. All of these things, you know, I'm going to give you options for the songs, but you want to find the ones that feel comfortable and, you know, for you when you're playing. It's important that we all play things a little different. We've all got different shaped hands, different anatomy, going to find different things easier, and you want it to feel easy and relaxed and comfortable. So the sequence of that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just moving it up for beats 3 and 4. 1, 2, and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. The last time I just stay on the A, because you got that all I wanna do melody. All I wanna, it really clashes with that chord there. So I'd stay on the A. So you're gonna have, they drive their shiny Datsuns and Buicks up, back to the phone company and the record store too, up. Stay on the A. Well, they're nothing like Billy and me, 'cause all I wanna do is have some fun. I got a C chord, I'm not the D chord one. All I wanna do is have some fun. And I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is have some fun. Until the C comes up on the B7. Every time she's doing the Santa Monica Boulevard, it goes to B7 instead of D. So C to the B7, the Boulevard. C to D. Only when they're doing the Santa Monica. So at the end, where it repeats that sequence around a bunch of times until she sings the sun comes up on Santa Monica Boulevard, you stay on C to D, only going to the B7 for the Santa Monica Boulevard bit. Okay? And that's the tune. You can play the song like that. It's got lots of nice things that you might want to have a workout on your own as well. So the first thing I mentioned was the slide guitar. Now, if you want to look at doing some slide guitar, it's actually a pretty fun one to do that on. The chords are relatively easy. The trick, well, there's a couple of little tricks, but the first thing, in open D, you need to tune the thinnest string down a tone. So if you literally just tune it down. Now, actually, I haven't got a slide here. I don't know where all of I can't find one. I was planning to do a little bit of the slide lesson on this, but I can't do it. But if you just tune that thinner string down, you've got essentially, if you think of like playing an E chord like this, you've moved that string down a tone, so you have to move that one up. So you've got this. This is your E chord. If you thought like, there's the bar, that's where you would put your slide. That's the E chord. So all I want to do is have a little fun before I die, said the man to C. There's C chord. There's the bar. There's the D. So you think there's the D shape. E. There's E. 2, 3, 4, C. D. A is the second fret. B flat up, back to A. Chorus. All I wanna eat is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is have some fun until the sun comes up on a beat. Boulevard. Do, 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 do. Up here, E, C, D. So you get the idea. Just putting a slide on where that third finger was and just have a bit of a play around. It is the kind of thing that you can work out on your own. Okay, as long as you're in open G tuning, you stick on the thinnest 4 strings and you, again, focus like there's the root note for the E and your third finger is going to be 2 frets higher, covering those thinnest 4 strings. You know, you can get a lot of the way there. That's how one of the songs that I learned to play slide guitar on was this song doing exactly what I've just shown you. Detuned the thinner string and then mucked around with where my third finger was. So I kept my first finger around so I could kind of judge where those chords would be. And this song like it's a nice one to do it. Do it fingerstyle, don't do it with a pick. Just try and pick the notes out individually. So that would be a nice thing to have a go at. There's also a nice little lead part, which again is a good one for people to work out. I'm not going to give you too much of it, but there's like this little lead line going on there. So have a go at working that one out. That's a really nice thing. Probably one part that would be a little bit hard for most people to work out is that little intro part, which is this. Now, this is an A6 chord, so there's the root note. So it looks essentially like an A minor chord, like A minor down there, slid up. So your first finger is in the 10th fret. Second and third fingers are going to be in the 11th fret. And you're just going to play those thinner strings. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. And then down, 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 up, down, with little finger going down in the 13th fret. Down, down, up, down. Then you've got to add a slide in. So that's the intro. To try and count it, it all gets really complicated. As long as you know it's that little shape sliding up. Down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down. So that would very much be a second guitar part, though. I don't think that you would probably do that. I used to use it as a little intro for the song because everyone would recognize it. But you know, have to play it that way. You don't have to add it in. You could just play. It is essentially this A. It would be that. But you could do, if you're doing this song as a cover, you can put on whatever intro you like. You might just play the basic chord progression. If you've got a second guitar playing slide guitar, maybe you start with that. All of these songs, I'm trying to give you a bones for experimentation. If you're in a covers band, then you need to spend a little bit more time on the details, but you should be then having multiple guitar parts, I would suspect, for a song like this. Really hope you enjoyed this. Do remember to go and check out the website. There'll be a tab for this and some additional notes, hopefully help you out, and some links to OpenG and slide guitar and all of that sort of stuff as well. I'll see you for plenty more very soon. You'll take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.